Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Writing Automation Scripts with Automize. Today, we're going to be taking a look at that Best Buy script that we wrote in the previous episode, and we're going to modify it to be more of a test, and we're going to test some things on Best Buy's website. So this is what we got, and to show you what it looks like, let's go ahead and run it here. So it's going to open up Best Buy's website. We are going to type in here, we're going to say wireless printers, click the first result. Okay, and then once they load in, we're gonna print off all the wireless printers. So here all they are with the prices. So let's get started here. Let's close this out, cancel the script, and let's go back to Best Buy's website. So the very first thing is when we type in this search field. And again, this is kind of just me making up a scenario, right? But it's gonna maybe give you some ideas to think about. So what this says is we just want to type in something with this ARIA tag of exactly this. Okay. So now if this ever changes, this line will fail and you will have to go in and manually update this test. Okay. So let's say, what if the dev team decided to change this to just say navigate forward to here suggestions? Or what if they change this to remove this part, right? Then this would fail. Okay. The other thing that is more subtle about this selector is we don't actually check anything to do with the search field, right? So let's say, what if, let's see if I can pull this off here. So what if this search field, what if we moved it and it was in, okay, yeah, this can be a little hard to move. If we, well, the point is, if it looked, if we, I don't know, if we moved this search bar to be somewhere else on the page, this test would not detect that at all, right? We're not looking for the location of the search bar at all on here. So let's rewrite that. So what I'm going to do is we're going to open up Automize here, and we're going to click on this. Okay, and I am in Pro mode because Pro mode's going to need to be active to do what I'm doing here. So the first thing that I would check is we probably want to make sure that it's in the header, right? It needs to be in the header. Then it looks like we actually do not want it in the nav, which I guess makes sense. It seems like they have this div with the shop search bar, but I want something that says, uh, you know, some kind of search bar. I guess if we do class of shop search bar, we're going to have a similar problem where if they change this, then this test would fail. But I think I would be comfortable using this div with this class. And then we can do input. And there's 15 of them, but this happens to be the first one. And we want something that won't change. So it looks like they don't have a great way of doing this. I would like to see a test ID here. But in place of that, because I'm just imagining that I'm not allowed to change the code here, I think we should go with the name as ST. Okay, so this checks, now we're checking that it is in the header. It is also in some div that has this class of shop search bar, and it has this name. So now they can change the ARIA. They can change this other ARIA, I guess, this placeholder, right? If they want to change it from, what can we, I don't know, whatever. And our test will still work. Also, now we're checking that it's in the header. So if this ever moves out of the header, our test will fail. Okay, so I'd probably just can interact. We can enter text. But actually, I guess I'll just grab this part right here, and we're going to update this selector like that. Okay, the next one is when we type in, let me clear my screen here so you can see a little better. Type in wireless printer, right? I'm not sure how the website works, but let's just say that we want to make sure that this does in fact say wireless printer here. In a different episode, I can go over like mocking network events so that we can always make that happen. But for now, let's just say we don't want to worry about that. So I'm going to click on wireless printer, and we're going to switch it to be this title of wireless printer, right? And is it really? Okay, there are multiple ones. Interesting. So why don't we do inside of that autocomplete. Oh, it's still the only one, or is there still multiple? Okay. Interesting. Is there another 8? Is it the only A tag? No, there are multiple in there. Okay, then I guess saying first is fine. Okay, so, and this one we would click on. So we're going to copy that. We're going to replace this here. So, oh, I guess inside of our autocomplete, we want that, right? So we would come in here and replace this. So now we're saying, right, make sure that it says wireless printer here. And I don't know, maybe we also want to type the words wireless printer. And then why don't we add some assertions, right? So when we type in, let me see here. Let's go to wireless printer. Okay, and this is going to be the first one. Let's just, what if the test was, we want to make sure that the very first one is this HP Envy and it's $70, I guess. Okay, so in this case, what we can do is we don't really need to worry about this. Instead, we can do here, and we can just change this to dot first. Okay, and this would be our HP wireless. Okay, and then remember we have our price right here and our title. Okay, and then, right, and if you miss that, we can also just do it like this. If I just click, let's refresh. If we click right here and we double click, let's see if it comes up with something. When you get kind of deep like this, Automize has to think pretty hard. There it goes. Main results heading. That actually makes good sense to me. Maybe let's see if we can find a better selector though manually. So using my eyeballs, we would probably want the results to be in the main, right? So that's a given. And then let's see what we got going on here. So same thing. This is a class. I don't love that, but we can settle for that. I think we should do this div with an ID of main results, right? And then we should get, let's see. Then I think we should do, right, the first list item, which is this, and then we'll get the H4, which is going to be the title. Okay. So this one we're going to expect the text content. Okay, and we're going to grab that, and we're going to put this right here. And then let's do the same thing for the price. So our price is in here, the right column. Okay, and it's, if we drill in here, it looks like, ooh, it is deep. We can just do test ID, large price, and we're gonna copy that. Okay, so now if we run this, we would expect this to fail because obviously our printer is not some text, and same with the price. So let's run this and see what we get. Okay, so we're gonna open it up. I would expect it to be able to text unless we miscalculated something. Yep, looks like that's good. It looks like the wireless printer thing worked. And now this is probably gonna fail, right? Once that loads. Yep, whoops, error. Okay, because it's looking for HP Envy, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, with gray. I'm just gonna grab that and we're gonna replace this. Okay, and I'll just put this in a new line. Something like this maybe. And then our price probably also failed. Interesting. Let's see what this says. Yeah, oh, it looks like that's just the log. Okay, so I'll update the price as well. So this is $69.99. So let's update that to say $69.99. Okay, and I would consider this to be a pretty good test. Let's run it, make sure it works. Okay. And we're gonna type that in. Yep, search, and hopefully this just I think it just should quit after. Yep, there it goes. So, oh, but looks like we have an error. I see. So it looks like it has some extra words that we don't want in here. Okay, so it looks like, oh, I guess the selector, as you can see here, this selector has some extra junk that we don't want. Let me just actually refresh here, and we'll just hone right in on that. I'll also set, I forgot, what do we have as the root item here? Oh, I guess this is main results, so it's the list item. And where is that on the page? So this was our root right here, and we just want to get this. Oh, I see. It just says customer price. Okay, so we'll grab that customer price, and let's also do SKU is equal to this. Right, this is our SKU, and we're gonna say. Actually, I'm not sure if we even need this. Yeah, we don't need this. Okay, so we're going to say SKU.locator, and this is also our SKU. Okay. So let's run that test one more time. And this should pass as we expected. I'm just going to type in, that's all good. And then we should see, let's see if this printed an error. Actually, I think this is the previous error, but I guess I should have double checked. So yeah, this would be what I would consider a pretty good test, right? We're testing the location of the search input. We're checking the results of that query instead of just blindly clicking the first one, and then we're finding the first SKU, right? And instead of and first, this could probably just say first. And then we're expecting the text. You may be thinking, well, this is just tied to their database, right? What happens when this HP printer changes? Okay, yep, and this test will fail in that case. In a different video, I'll show you how to mock out the network so that this test will always pass no matter what. So thank you for watching, and be sure to subscribe for more tutorials. Thanks.